Hey guys, Big Weir, roadrunner.com. Bitcoin at 6,000. It briefly hit 6,000 on a couple exchanges. Is this the beginning of the end? Is this the end of the beginning? Truthfully, the cryptos will be around for decades and centuries probably if we need money. So whether or not Bitcoin hits 6,000 or falls back to 4,000 or goes to 10,000 or hits Cliff High's estimate of 6,888. It doesn't matter to me. I can see what's happening in the background, and we are changing. We are changing out of the old system into something new. And those who keep fighting this um, are making the same arguments they made 5 or 6 years ago. But clearly they've been wrong, and I think it's getting to that point where it's time to admit that they're wrong. But they're not going to admit it probably ever. So moving on to the more exciting things, Bitcoin is on a roll. The rest of the cryptos will follow as usual. I see the tokens becoming at least as valuable as Bitcoin. The current market cap right now of all the cryptos is $174 billion, which is absolutely nothing in the broader scheme of what we're talking about here. I think that let's look at trade volume, monthly volume rankings. I don't know if it splits up the total market cap volumes. Okay, let's go to market cap all. So this is all the cryptos. Market cap of the 175 billion, Bitcoin's just about at 100 billion. And does it deserve it? Absolutely. It was the first. The network effect absolutely kicked in for Bitcoin. People are going to say that Bitcoin's going up because people are expecting the fork and to make money off the fork. Probably, maybe, I don't know. Nothing's a guarantee in the cryptocurrency world. It might be it forks and everything crashes. And then everybody runs into the altcoins. I don't know. But I still have the firm belief that the cryptos will continue this raucous ride and continue to build out the infrastructure of the new economy. I'm very excited about that. I've placed my bets along that line, and today I'll be speaking with Cliff High and Jason M4 with the Three Amigos video, and we're going to talk about the move in the cryptos. This is just nothing. This is less than 1% of the population knows anything about the cryptos, and that is moving to 3% over the next 6 months, according to Cliff's data. And that's a big deal because it took, since 2009, 8 years for Bitcoin to get where it is. And Cliff's data says in the next 6 months it's going to double that. Not double in price, double in the awareness of the cryptocurrencies. So instead of, 10 or 20 million people understanding Bitcoin and investing in the cryptocurrencies today, it will move to 30 to 60 million people in 6 months. And the potential for the mega rise is absolutely at our doorstep, especially as the old system is crumbling. Europe's fading fast. The Eurozone is a mess. The banks are all a mess. And that's kind of what we're getting to. We're getting to how will the cryptos, which are a trustless system, you don't have to trust anybody but mathematics, how will the cryptos perform when trust is gone from our other monetary instruments, the unbacked fiat monetary system, the central banks of the world, the treasury secretaries of the world? They're going to lose the trust and faith of the people, and then the people will not trust another person for a long time, a human being or a government establishment or a banking establishment. So where do they go? They go to a trustless system, which is the cryptocurrencies. You can fight it all you want, but that's the wave of the future. And it's not because the cryptos are so great, it's because the old system is so bad. And we all know, all the gold and silver bugs can agree that the old system was bad, and you must also admit that gold and silver were unable to remove the badness. Ever since the invention of the Federal Reserve System, gold and silver have not been able to take out the banksters, have not fixed the problem, and they are not the solution. The cryptos in the 9 years that they've been around has made more progress in taking out the banking system and offering a solution than gold and silver have in over 100 years. So once you understand that point, that the biggest thing about money is trust and faith, you can easily get your hands around what's going to happen in the future as far as the cryptocurrencies will continue to grow, continue to get more and more attention. People will. It does take a while to understand why the system is so good, but once you get there, it's obvious. To me, it's obvious now. These are trustless systems where we don't have to trust anybody. It's open. It's honest. That's exactly what we need to inject into the past system. As the old system dies, the new crypto system will be required. Not just wanted by the people, but required by the people, because the old system is so corrupt, so criminal, so bad. And this new system is amazing. It is a truth machine. The blockchain technology is a truth machine. And yes, you do need Bitcoin, and you can't just use the blockchain, because the biggest problem in the world today is money, is the currency. So yes, Jamie Dimon is absolutely wrong. Bitcoin is not a con. Bitcoin is going to replace his system, because his system is a con. The unbacked fiat monetary system, where banks create money out of thin air, is a con. Jamie Dimon knows full and well that he has complete power to create money out of thin air. Most of the money out there is created at the banking level, not at the Federal Reserve and not at the Treasury. Banks can create money out of thin air. All they need is $100,000 in their Tier 1 capital to create another $900,000. That's how the majority of money is made. Those of you who have studied banking know this full well, but the most of the population has no idea that banks are money printing machines. They have no idea that when they go in to get a loan for their house, the bank actually doesn't have the money. The money is created right there when they establish your account. But they're learning. They're going to learn really fast, especially when the old system crashes. And the old system has started to crash all over the place. They keep patching it up. I think it will be like that. There'll be bigger crashes coming up. It's not going to be one crash, but there'll be fixes and short-term fixes and fix. Meanwhile, the crypto world, the crypto economy, the cryptocurrencies, the crypto tokens will continue to grow and become stronger and stronger, because they're anti-fragile. Anti-fragile means every time they break, they're fixed and are stronger than they were the time before they broke. So you're going to see a lot of this falling down and jumping back up stronger and better. Falling down and jumping back up stronger and better. As far as Bitcoin, where is it going to run? Cliff's data has it running to 6,888, and then having a quick fall down, and then rocketing up to 13 to 18,000 by February. And you can say no way all you want, but if there's anything Cliff has been absolutely correct on, it's the cryptocurrencies, because they're not as manipulated, obviously, as gold and silver. Yes, they are manipulated to a point, but there's not a huge derivative market for the banks and the hedge funds to completely manipulate. And the manipulation behind the cryptos is more, they want to make more money. So they want to drive the price up, and then they're going to dump a lot of their shares to get the price, to get everybody else to dump, and then they're going to load up again, all with computers and derivatives on these criminal exchanges that are not blockchain transactions. The exchanges that trade, the majority of the exchanges, trade cryptos in a pool, and those trades are not blockchain transactions at all. That's why in China they were trading like 1 million Bitcoin a day, or I think there was a day they traded 10 million Bitcoin, which is crazy, because there's only 16 million Bitcoin that ever been created. And are all of them in that exchange? No, these aren't blockchain transactions. When you buy something at an exchange, you need to pull it out of the exchange for it to be registered as your Bitcoin. It's just like the criminal stock market and the bond market and the commodity markets. That's their game, and until you pull your money out, it's not yours. It's theirs to play with. So when you go buy a stock and you put it in your Fidelity account, you think they put it in your name because it's on your statement. No, they don't. They don't buy it for you. They don't put it in your name, and they don't settle the contract. The DTCC is supposed to be in charge of that, and the SEC and the DTCC claim that over 300 million shares every day are not settled. So yours is not settled. It's all put in a pool, and if you withdraw it, yeah, they'll give you your money or they'll give you your certificate. How many other people own that exact same share? Probably 10 to 20. So the con is falling apart, and that's why something like Veritasium, which is peer-to-peer transactions, you don't need a DTCC, you don't need Charles Schwab, you don't need a broker, you don't need a dealer, you don't need anything. These are peer-to-peer contracts. That's why that's going to do so well when the system falls apart, when the exchanges fall apart and the fraud is shown to be what it is. All the cryptos will get the spotlight and say, oh my God, the old system was so bad, and this injects truth and honesty. So yeah, I do expect the price of Veritasium to go up over the price of Bitcoin at some point, probably next year, because of the panic to get out of the old system and into something new as the old system falls apart. And it is an amazing time we're living in, and I just hope you guys have done your homework. I hope you got involved. Go to Coinbase, and the first thing you need to do is just buy a couple cryptos. Buy some Litecoin. You can go open an account at Coinbase very easily and start your first crypto purchase. Link up a bank account, buy some Litecoin, buy some Ethereum, buy some Bitcoin if you want, and you're good to go. And then the more you have it, you can use it, you can trade it, you can buy other cryptos on various other exchanges. You can use Shapeshift to change your current cryptos into something else, something more with more potential to go higher and lower. You know, obviously the more volatile it is, it can go up or down. But if you pick the right ones and you pick, if you just pick Bitcoin, 6-7 years ago and just sat on it and didn't do anything, didn't look at it, you bought one Bitcoin when it was about $200, and you wake up today and you say, hey, I think I own a Bitcoin. Let me check my account. Let me check my paper wallet. And all of a sudden you have $6,000, and you're like, what? What happened? And then you start wishing, oh God, I wish I bought, I wish I put my whole life savings into it back when it was $200. You're going to be saying the same thing in the next 6 months. You're going to be saying the same thing in the next 5 years. You're going to say, why didn't I listen to Bix back in, right when Bitcoin started? I didn't jump in right in. I didn't understand it. It took me a good few years to get my handle on it. And then Mt. Gox happened, and I said, oh shit, I made a mistake. No, I didn't make a mistake. I didn't understand what the exchanges were. I understood what Bitcoin is. And then I started absolutely promoting Bitcoin and the cryptocurrencies. Bitcoin was about $220, and I'm jumping up and down. This is only like 2 or 3 years ago. So yeah, this is something that's happening. It's happening right in front of your face, and those who aren't jumping on are kicking themselves that they haven't, and some are saying, "Oh, well, I'm happy that I didn't get in because the potential for it to go away." No, it's not going to go away. It'll be here for years and decades, and it'll be a better solution than what the gold and silver offered on the monetary system. Silver, on the other hand, is going to be needed in all kinds of high-tech applications and industrial applications, especially with the new technologies that will be coming out as the government collapses and all these secret inventions start leaking out into the public. I think that'll happen before the end of the year and continue over the next 5 years, because the government's not going to have any money to pay off their people to keep it quiet. And we move forward and we evolve, and that's exactly what's happening right now. So the cryptos are part of that evolution, and I'm real excited about it. I know everybody who's followed the road to Ruda and has bought in to the cryptocurrencies is really excited about it. Most of them have made a lot of money, and those who haven't yet, it's coming. You got to earn it. You got to sit through the ups and downs, and then one day you're going to wake up and say, "Wow, look at what happened." And most of it has to do with the badness of the old system, the crashing of the old system, and the replacement with something new. And that's what the cryptos represent. So Bitcoin at 6,000. Let me hit a refresh right here. I know it already hit it on a few exchanges. Right now it's at 5,982 on CoinMarketCap. I'll hit a refresh, see if it hits 6,000 yet. 5,972. So we're not quite there yet, but it did hit on quite a few exchanges, 6,000. Cliff doesn't see the pullback until 6,888, but then he said it's going to be a short one. But he did say in one of his discussions that the first weekend in November should be a really exciting time for the altcoins. So those companies long maligned by the riggers and things like that, Veritasium and ADEX and OBZGO, with great potential and great hope for the people who just first got in and learned about it. Didn't understand we do have a long way to go. We have 6 months to a year for most of these companies to get their products to market. And it is a case where you're going to have to sit and hold and ride out the early days because nobody knows the valuation. When the products come to market, the old system crashes, you're going to see these valuations just go like Ethereum went from $7 to $300 in a blink of an eye. That's the kind of stuff that's going to happen very soon with these altcoins. Anyway, this is Big Square, road2root.com. I am speaking with Cliff and Joe later this afternoon. Jason and Four will post on his website the conversation and a whole lot of things I want to talk to Cliff about that are swirling around in my head. So you guys make sure you buy up all the cryptos you can and be safe. Keep them offline. Don't keep them on the online wallet. Keep them offline in like a Trezor, hard copy, a hardware wallet, or I think even better, a paper wallet. And you can find out how to do that on YouTube. Just YouTube whatever you want about the cryptos. You're going to find 100 different videos on how to participate in the crypto changing world. This is Big Square, road2root.com. I'll talk to you later.